try this one more time. Before anybody come on, I'm going to try to see what I can hear. If it hurries up. This is terrible. When y'all come in, let me know how I sound right off the gate. I restarted my whole phone over again and everything, so just holler at me and let me know if it still sound bad. Because see, today I need this camera. Hey, the Daily Prepper, can you hear me? Let me see. That's a lot better. I think I'm only echoing because I just turned this up. Okay. How is it now? I know it's still rough. I don't know what it is. Sound like the mic is loud. I don't know. It's a lot better though. Let me see. It's a lot better. Okay, and you got it. The camera is across the room a little bit. Let's just get this out the way. As long as we can all hear and it's not annoying as hell, I think we'd be okay. Okay, that'll work. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. Tonight we're going to be talking about, I read in the comments section, and a lot of people is getting mad at me like I made the rule up. I didn't change the law, I didn't do anything. I just want to know what's on everybody's mind. What's on your heart right now? What's going on? Let me know. Because I want to know exactly what's going on. There's a lot of people that don't want to go with the new wave of electricity, and they want to continue to burn fossil fuels. Clearly, and then there's some people that are ready to just move on into a new age. Can you guys help me out with that? I'm going to log off of this real quick and just kind of make these other videos, put them away so don't nobody see that nonsense. Do they know when the change will occur? I don't know. That's a good question, though. That's a very good question. Thank you, Liberty Ninja. And my friend that came in earlier, if you can address that a little different, man, I really want to talk to you. What's the name of the solar generator that's completely made in the U.S.? I have no idea. I know it's hard to hear, but it's a little bit better. It's not going to be perfect right now. I don't know what's going on, but I just want to kind of get this out of the way. Okay, you guys? As long as you can hear me and you ain't hearing like stuff snapping in the back and stuff, we're going to just try to get to the message and just kind of skip over the mess if we can. Now, if it get real bad, then let me know. But I'm trying to get rid of these other videos too while we wait. Something is bad. This is YouTube. This ain't me. Cause I'm trying right now to. This is crazy. It won't let me do anything. Let me see. How was that? Did that help? Okay, there we go. Did that help the volume at all? Okay. I'm going to make this other stuff, put this out of the way so people don't get a hang on to that. And it looks like, as I'm looking right now, overnight, YouTube has changed the analytics. The analytics have changed to the point this is a whole new format that I'm looking at right now. So that scared me. I thought I was going to have to get something. Am I back? Something is going on real bad. I think high efficiency gas engines to produce electricity. I think high. I don't understand. Is that a question, a statement? You did say that a little better, Daily Prepper. I think high efficiency gas engines to produce. That doesn't make quite that much sense to me. How many times has this happened before? What are you talking about? Has what happened before? Listen, everybody. Don't type fast, because I'm gonna try to stop and read some of this stuff, because we're trying to really. This ain't one of those speedy videos. This is going to be one of those, man. Let's get into it. So type out your whole question. Don't write no book, but the video went private and kicked you out. Is everybody back? Yeah, everybody back now. Because I was trying to make the other videos. When you got 3 or 4 videos with the same shirt on, it's kind of hard back to back. Okay, YouTube have been offline for a second review. Why I asked how many times has this happened before? Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay, hybrid is the solution to the question of gas versus electric. And you know, it's just my own opinion. That was your opinion. My opinion is no. No, it's not. A hybrid is great, but you're still burning fossil fuels. That's like saying, think about this. Think what you just said with the gas being a hybrid with the electric is the same as them saying, hey, we can still have a donkey pull the carriage. Since the engine can't go that fast on a steam engine, we can have some donkeys pick up the pace to save a little bit of, you see what I'm saying? I say, man, look. Now, somebody earlier made a great point. Somebody made a great point. I know that everybody coming in, the sound ain't perfect. We're trying to get around that. Let me see. It ain't perfect. It's like an echo. I know the sound is off. We're going to stop with the sound thing. The sound is bad. I get it. This is a serious situation, and stuff ain't going to always be perfect. You say other preppers never have as much technical difficulties as you. I wonder why. I don't know. This is what we're going to do. Because we ain't going to get nowhere like this. Can you hear me? That any better? No, that ain't. Don't. Let's not do that. Let's not play the conspiracy game. Let's be for real. That's better. It ain't much better, but it's better. That's because you right up my nostrils. All right, so I don't need this anymore. I'm gonna cut that off because I'm right here with you. I was trying to. Okay, I can see the camera. Let me see. They only allow a certain number of characters, so I hope the comment makes sense. Another channel had to unplug the mic and use the computer mic. Like I said, I just told you guys, YouTube has just changed their entire format. I went to go to the analytics. It don't look like nothing it did earlier today. So it's definitely that. I don't think it's my camera or my mic at all. It's some kind of interference. Let's go. Let's go. I want to know, this was about the electricity versus the gas. Electricity versus the gas. And the only reason I'm doing this because a lot of people were really ticked off about getting rid of fossil fuels. And I just want to know why. Somebody earlier said something like, it's electrical stuff is expensive. Nobody can afford that. And then I got another comment that said, what are the elderly going to do? So those, I'm waiting on questions like that. I really want to hear this. You got the floor now. This is a discussion. Yes, the screen was. Fossil fuels are the best source for heat. No, they ain't. They're the best source if that's all you know. It's the best source for heat if that's all you know that can heat. It's absolutely not. And that's another one. Thank you, hands in the dirt. Fossil fuels, that is not a replenishable commodity. That is, we're literally drinking the last drops of that. We've been drinking the last drops for years. Why do you think, I ain't gonna get into politics, why do you think people go hunting for oil in other places so much and starting a bunch of stuff? They fighting over oil, crude oil. They're fighting over that. That's what this be all the time. That's not a joke. And it keep coming out. After so many years, you'll find out what one of these fights was about. It was about gas. It wasn't about what somebody did to somebody else. What about the fuel for corn? Who just said that? Michael McIntosh. That's what I'm talking about right there, son. That's what I'm talking about. Now we talking like grown folks. What do you need to burn fossil fuels for when you can grow your own and make your own, grow your own and make your own fuel? Do I need to prove that too? Then explain what is the best source for heat and what else you'll use in your rocket stove. We're not talking about a rocket stove. What do you mean? I don't understand, Robert. Then explain what is the best source for heat and what is else used for a rocket stove. What does a rocket stove have to do with fossil fuels? You pour gasoline in your rocket stove? So, I beg, the different fossil fuels are needed in North Canada, which means wood heat. Okay, what if you could make your own fuel, baked apple? What if you could make your own fuel out of corn, out of sugar cane, that would burn just as hot, if not hotter, than fossil fuels, that would also run your machinery? Car, lawnmower, whatever. What if you could do that? How can you make fuel out of corn? See, thank you, Sean. That's exactly my point. Don't nobody know how to do it, and it's so simple, it'll make you puke if you see it. Listen, does anybody know the story? Everybody know the story because a lot of it got to do with this country. Anybody know about the story of race car driving? Who's a NASCAR fan? Anybody? NASCAR? NASCAR? You know where NASCAR came from? Moonshine running. Moonshine running. Who could soup up their engine the fastest, and a lot of the times they could run that off of what they have on the back of that wagon. That's where NASCAR came from. NASCAR came from running that. Now, some of it is so high octane, You can put it right in your gas tank and keep going. You did what I'm saying? There are alternative fuel sources, but super rich are invested in fossil fuels. That's why they hold back the technology and spoons feed. Listen, why do you think it's illegal? Why do you think it's illegal to make shine? Why? What? Because people gonna just get drunk all the time? They do that anyway at the corner store. Think about that. I need you to use your head, family. All of us tonight. Why do you think it's illegal to make your own liquor? Because they don't want you getting drunk. They don't want you to get so drunk you get alcohol poison. No, it's illegal to make. It's illegal to make it in a lot of states. You might get lucky, but a lot of states you have to be regulated, have a license, and everything else. And every 5 minutes they come in and knocking on your door to inspect your stuff. So, look at Brazil. Look at Hawaii and Brazil. Why do you think they grow so much sugar cane? So we can eat, so we can just have sugar? No, family. This is why I wanted to have this discussion. Because everybody is dead set on gasoline, fossil fuels, when there's so many other alternatives that you could literally make in your yard. You could make in your, I promise. Alcohol is mostly sugar. No, it is not. No, it is not. Not even close. You make alcohol from sugar. Ask me how I know. Let me see. Cause you take the tax. I don't know how to read that sentence. Away from God. I can't read that. I promise you, family, if you took some real shine and put it in your lawnmower, it's gonna run. It's gonna run. Anybody heard of biodiesel? Biodiesel? You know what? Fossil fuel should just not be nothing. It shouldn't even be an alternative. It shouldn't even be a backup. Not even a backup. I don't see nobody, listen, I don't see nobody these days that say, oh God, I got a flat tire. Well, better go pull out my mule. Absolutely nobody. Actually getting on a back of a mule to get to work right now. Think about that. That's really where fossil fuels are. That's a mule. This is a mule. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily need it. Why do you think I'm always on the solar? Before I started getting into this portable solar, I was already trying to transition everything into solar. Biofuel, biodiesel. That's just garbage to come out the back of a restaurant. And then when you start talking, I'm not going to say talking about burning plastics and stuff because it does work, but you're still creating a crazy methane that's just doing just as much bad stuff. Thank you, Sharon Compton. The first vehicles, electric diesel, we need to move in stages. Right. Well, you also can move off water. That's why in Texas people still have horses. Brothers in the hood ride to the store on horses. I believe it. But listen, 90% of the country don't do that. So I'm waiting on somebody to come in right now because I promise you, my neighbor got an electric riding lawnmower, and he can do his whole land, and his land is almost as big as mine. It don't make no noise. And when he done, he go in the garage and plug it back up. Now, I'm thinking to myself, if I get one of them, I won't have to plug it into my house. I'll plug it into one of these solar generators and charge it back up from the sun for free. Think about how much money you took out of somebody's pocket by doing that. That's the reason they're still fossil fuels. Think about if you let the sunlight charge your panels, charge your solar device, that charges your car, that charges your lawnmower, that charges your tools. How much money did you take out of somebody's pocket for being able to run your chainsaw, weed whacker, lawnmower? We're just going to talk about a weekend of activities. Weed eater, lawnmower, chainsaw, leaf blower. What if you just took just those? You know you're going to burn about 1.5 gallons or more of gas in one weekend on doing yard work. What if you didn't? That 1.5 gallons of gas is going to run you more than $20. What if you didn't have to pay nobody $20 every weekend? And then your gas to and from work. Your gas to and from work every day. I calculate that out of my weekly pay because really you're not making as much as you think you're making at work because you have to use the fuel to put in your car just to get to work. So you're really paying to go to work. You're paying to go work for somebody. So that money needs to be subtracted from your check because that's not your time. On the way to work and on the way home, that time does not belong to you. You are on your way to your destination. You better hurry up before you're late. So if you get in trouble, if you're late, that time don't belong to you. So the gas that's starting from your driveway to the parking lot at your job, that comes out of your check. I don't care how you cut it. So if you make, say, $20 an hour, you really don't. Take out how much money it takes to get to work every day and home. That's a lot of money. What if you could keep that money in your pocket? You know how much money you just saved and how much money you just ripped out of some rich man's pocket? Don't nobody want to hear that. I've been doing things with these solar generators and these solar panels that's so amazing. I promise you, Lady Led, if she was here, she'd tell you. I've been looking at electric lawnmowers and weed whackers. My homeboy over at Grow Family Network, he just got a lawnmower, weed whacker, all that stuff. I'm like, man, I'm blown away. I don't even understand why we still do this. Now, the red tape of the situation, I get it. You know, because they don't move in baby steps and let you wean you off. They say, no more engines, no more gas. Boom. That's terrible. That is terrible. Okay, I'm listening. I'm hyped up because this one I like. Internal combustion engines are a lot less efficient than electric motors. Very true, especially if you have a brushless motor. Battery power stuff dies quick. We aren't ready yet. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You must be talking about like battery powered toys. We're talking about new age batteries. So all my tools are electric: lawnmower, weed eater, and trimmers. I'm converting that way. Electric vehicles concern me because I imagine a situation where you need a charge and you're stuck somewhere without one near. The same way that would concern you is the same way if there's not a gas station near and you just ran out of gas. You're watching your needle to make sure you don't run out of gas, right? Your electric car is no different. It's going to show you just like this how much gas you got, how much farther you got to go, how many more miles you can drive. It's no different. So that shouldn't even concern you. It's no different than looking at your gas meter. You wouldn't be driving that with duct tape over that gauge, would you? Let me say, I hear you though. They bury the bad batteries in the sand, and it's bad for the environment. But now they're replenishing those batteries. That they bury those old busted old school batteries in the sand. What do you feel about gold and silver? Like what? I mean, to do what with it? Is a portable energy bank able to charge a vehicle? Yes. If you don't believe me, go ask our friend Will Prowse with his Tesla. Hey, Mississippi Girl Life. Hey, what's up, Eco? Eco said, I wish I had this power, battery power growing up. The house parties doing the electric outage. Yeah, man. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Business. Okay. Can the volume go up? No, something is wrong. Something is broken in YouTube right now. How long can gas sit in a generator? Or I don't know. I have no idea where you got your gas or where you got it from, what grade it was. I don't know. What weather you in, all of that makes a difference. Thanks, Eco. I'm trying to get these questions so we can all iron it out because I'm learning stuff too. I say this just to answer that. Don't give them a direct date. Just always cycle your stuff. Always cycle. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Give me 2 ticks. Jeez. Okay, sorry. I know about the microphone, but let's talk about what's really going on. This video gonna sound horrible. Air power generator while driving a car, charging a portable power station. Are you doing a future video on honeybees? Yeah. Cars will all soon be electric. We heading that way anyway. Look, nobody wanted a cell phone. Nobody wanted a cell phone. They thought they was awful, weird, demonic. Now look, we talking to each other right now. We do everything. You will leave your wallet at home or your purse at home before you leave your phone. Elderly people that can't hear good have them. Jitterbug. When the automobile came, you know how many people hated those doggone fancy madoodles? They hated automobiles. Next thing you know, somebody is teaching grandpa how to drive one, and he enjoyed it. It's like everybody is always so scared of change. I'm not saying all change is good, but when you know it's tearing up the environment, then yeah, it's time to move on. Right. Thank you, Eat All Organic. The sun works miracles. It does every day. Every day. I'm powering up all of this stuff in this room from the sun. That if you break it all down. Major rolling blackouts projected this winter due to green energy only able to handle less than 20% of the electric grid. Coal powers a lot of electric power plants. Exactly. Which is better, gas or propane? To do what? I don't understand the question. Okay, historic publishing. I own a Tesla, and it does suck big time to only be able to drive a little over 200 miles. You would be surprised how quickly it can become problematic. It is not easy as people think until you try it. Now that I believe, but that's what I was talking about earlier. The only reason they haven't made this stuff more productive and to be able to do, look, if they got one guy still buying gasoline, let me back up. Listen, this is Everybody keep telling people telling guys, pull your pants up, right? Everybody hate looking at people's buttholes hanging out, their saggy jeans. Everybody hate it, right? They've tried to make laws about it. They've tried to rule, haven't they? It's in the news. They making laws just like the man. You can't come in the store with your pants hanging down. Am I right? Okay, stick with me. You know how to make it stop? If ladies say, if women say, hey, that is gross, we will stop. We will stop. We will stop sagging our pants. That's how simple it is. If you think I'm lying, going somewhere with that. If a woman stops saying, I need a thug with his pants around his ankles, if she stopped, that's how it all started. If the lady, and use her power as a queen, stop saying, that's what I want right there, we'll stop. Because one of our ultimate goals is her. I like her. Whatever she want. When you go to the movies and you know, hey baby, what you want? Popcorn. You're like, that's $15. What else you want? Can I have a soda? What size? I'll take a medium. You know, you going home broke tonight. You know, you going home, and every time she want one more thing, can I have some Juji beans? Now you start to think about, God, how am I going to pay that light bill? You didn't think about saying, hell no, I just bought you some popcorn and some soda. You better be cool with that. You ain't saying that, son. The movie was already $18 for her, $18 for you. Then you bought her $15 thing of popcorn, and then bounced right back and gave her a $9 soda, and you sweating bullets because you don't know, because the landlord supposed to be coming to talk to you in the morning. You ain't going to tell her no, though. That's the power. That's the power. So my whole point is, if we stop purchasing fuel for every little thing, and we start embracing the shift, they'll put more energy into that infrastructure to fix that, to make the world go that direction. But as long as they got suckers doing dumb stuff, they're going to keep making money off of it, because that's the bottom line. As long as they can get a handful of people to keep doing stuff to make money off of it, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. Period. All we're in is a testing phase. We're in a testing phase to see, do they like it or not? All you have to do is take this solar generator and put it in one of the hit TV movies, put it in one of the hit TV shows, give it to one of the most famous actors, next thing you know, everybody gonna want it. You know, how many people watch John Wick? And then I'm gonna get off of my examples. Anybody John Wick fans? I'm on episode 2, so don't spoil nothing. John Wick. Everything that John Wick uses, the price went up quadruple. If it used to cost $100, now it's $2,000 or $3,000. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, your self-protection. If that used to only cost $300, you know it was on John Wick. Now it's $4,000. Am I lying, y'all? Any John Wick fans or self-protection fans? Okay, Keanu Reeves in one of the greatest movies that so far, John Wick, Keanu Reeves, anything he touches, that's the newest thing, price go up because people go hunting for it. Period. It's no different. If you saw, you know what blew my mind one day? One day, I seen an actor in a, what was it, A Prius. A Toyota Prius. I ain't gonna say the actor name. Cool. One of the greatest actors in the world. Driving a Prius. If you know who I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying. Driving a Prius. Then the Prius took off. Because the first hybrid electric car was by Chevy. I can't remember what it was called. The Volt or something like that. Wah, 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 wah. They put that in that actor's hand and it went off. They put that one up, the Mini Cooper, in that one movie where they was robbing a bank. Everybody wanted a Mini Cooper. They put it that Jeep, a Gladiator, not the Gladiator, one of those Jeep Renegade in Batman. They sold off the shelf. We all gotta move forward together, or it's not going to work. As long as we got people buying from the big box stores instead of the neighborhood mom and pop shops, we'll never make a change. So it's no different with fuel. As long as we keep staying in the past and they making money off of us for being non-efficient, they're gonna make that. They ain't gonna say, "Hey, you know that's not efficient." No, they're not going to tell you that. They're gonna be like, "Go ahead." I know my sound distorted. I know. Something's wrong with my mic for everybody that just came in. So, diversify your energy production methods, like diversifying your financial portfolio. Don't put everything in one basket. That's very true. But you know, in a way, you almost can't fully say that because we have already. I know Dragon Manifest. YouTube is messing with my sound and my picture. So, cause look, my Wi-Fi is sitting right here. You see what I'm saying? I just checked. I'm not gonna get back into that. Any questions? Cause I'm ready. I'm ready to listen to what you gotta say. I really am. Cause I have proof. I have living proof that you do not need to be burning no fossil fuels. I have proof right now. I'm gonna take that down, Jude Queen. Okay, I don't want them tripping. It's already tripping bad enough. Okay. When it's cloudy, will solar still charge up? Yes, it will, but not as well. Let me see. You have proof over a short term. I hear both sides. You have proof over a short term. I hear both sides. What do you mean by that? Out there, like, I have proof over a short term. What does that mean? What you mean? What about gangs that come for the preps? What does that mean? I mean, what are you doing? What you are doing is working. I'm distrusting of battery life claims. Well, I get it. If your solar generator says it's 700 watt hours or 700 watts, it's not going to be fully that. But it's no different than your car salesman saying this thing gets 50 50 miles to the gallon. You buy it, and you truly quickly find out that's a huge, big, juicy lie. Think about it. It's no different than what you already doing. You're just doing it in a different way. Wait, what is it? When buying land to grow livestock, was it hard for you? Also, do you find it hard to keep livestock during the winter? No, not at all. And you're supposed to be putting in work every day when you're looking for land. That is not an overnight thing. It's not like looking for a car. Looking for land, I'm going to relate. Looking for land is about as touch and go as looking for a mate, for to marry, somebody to marry. You just don't go out just grabbing any old body. That's land. You just don't go out, oh, I look at his trees. That's his hair, right? Oh, his hair is so beautiful. That hair could get burned off in both ways. What else you got? Let me see. Eventually, gasoline vehicles will be no more a rarity. No, it's a sound issue. Led, I got two portable Bluetti 200-watt panels, two Renogy, 100-watt that equals 600. Can I combine them together? You got to read the instructions. The looters, brother. What looters? And what are you talking about, Cam? Hey, C. Holmes. Let me see. The problem is mass ignorance, and agreement on mass scale is improbable. First thing someone said to me led is to buy more expensive Tesla. Totally missed my point and gave irrational solution. Okay, I got it. Can I use my car battery as a source of electricity? Google that. Can you recommend a fireproof safe? No. What am I going to do about them? What am I going to do about who? Saw a corner lot for $10,000 was only appraised for $1,500. You saw a corner lot for $10,000 was only appraised for $1,500. Offered them $3,000. Next day they said someone purchased it for $10,000. I don't know what to say about that. What happens to all the lithium batteries when they are spent? Can they be recycled? That's something you would have to ask. Oh my goodness. That's something that you would have to ask the company. Look, have you ever been to a junkyard? Because I see a lot of people worried about the environment, right? Have you ever been to a junkyard? Like for automobiles? Hey, Trina's Organic Lifestyle. Have you ever been to an automobile junkyard? If you haven't been to a junkyard, take a trip. Go into a junkyard and look how many juices are spilling on the ground. Now they just fairly recently, I'm going to say over the last good 10, 15, 20 years, changed the law where they have to take that gas tank off, pour out the gasoline, pour out the antifreeze off of them radiators. They have to drain all of that stuff. That's only been about 10 or 20 years ago. All of that stuff went on the ground and soaked the planet. Hey, mama, daughter, sister, thank you. So when we talk about what won't batteries destroy the environment, you might want to do some history, and you don't even got to read on it. Just take a trip to your local either landfill or automotive junkyard. Thank you, mama, daughter, sister. Came in like that, Batwoman. I actually heard land is leveling out. I don't even know what that means. That's why they can't open new junkyards. Exactly, Carrot Top. You own it. Because that land is already soiled, and they can never sell it to just somebody like me or you. They used to be able to. You will buy some land. If they close that junkyard, it used to be you could sell it to anybody. And they just bought foul land. You would never be able to grow anything on it. And you might catch all kind of heebie-jeebies trying to build a house on it, even if you ain't talking about growing your own food. How did you and your wife agree about being self-sufficient? We didn't agree. Number one, I look at it like this. We've always been on the same wave pattern with that since we met. But for the most part, I'm the husband. And sometimes you got to pull a little rank. I don't care what it is. Now, when you think about it, mama, when it comes to you protecting your kids, now I'm just going to give a little cheat sheet right there. When it comes to you and your kids, ain't it your job to protect the children? If you follow father is first, right? Then the wife, then the kids. I'm just saying, I ain't gonna get into it, but I'm just saying, if your job is to be protecting and taking care of the child, his job is to be protecting and taking care of you. That's kind of one of those, like, look, I bought this generator, Ralph, because the kids ain't got nothing. The lights keep going out. They can't do their homework. They can't get in their studies. They cannot read the scripts. I'm just saying, don't do that. Don't have no family just mess up because of me. I'm just saying. But if I know I'm here trying to save my family as a man, that's my job. She don't like everything I do, so please don't ever think that me and her is perfect, because we ain't. She thinks some of the stuff I do is crazy until them lights go out. But for the most part, she get it. It's about control. Once dependent on electricity, they can ration it, wrap it, they can turn it off. No, that they can't turn it off if you own it. The electricity. If you own your own electricity, they can't turn it off. The same as if you grow your own food in your yard, nobody can starve you but you. If you're growing your own food, nobody can starve your family but you. So you can't even say, oh, they closed the stores, they're trying to starve us to death. Can't blame them. You was born knowing this system ain't right. You was born knowing it. You grew up as a child knowing it. You grew up knowing everything you run into is unfair. To this very day, ain't nothing changed. So if you're not growing your own food and they cut off the food system and the food supply, and you know good and well what's going on, and you ain't planting no seeds yet, don't blame them. You already knew they was dirty. If you knew your homeboy is going to rob you, is you going to keep hanging out with him? Would you leave it? And all of us got them friends that, hey, get your purse. All it's good, get your purse. Come on. We danced on the dance floor. We got our coats on. She got her purse. I don't understand why. Shh. Look, Reggie here. Just hold on to your purse. Put it under your coat. Put it on your arm, then put your coat on. Don't even let him know you got a purse. Okay? Reggie a beast. That's what I'm talking about. All right? That right there. Let me see. So you should be growing your own food and producing your own energy. Everybody know a Reggie. Everybody do. Oh, here come Reggie. Hey, where your wallet at? Send the drawer out. Go get that. Reggie. That one gold tooth, you know it's him from a block away. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay, the government actually has laws where they can see solar panel generators, farms, homestead, food. And you know something? I know Sufu Audio. Get it? You know who let that happen? We did. We vote in idiots that are able to do that. We vote them in because we like somebody's hairdo or they got good skin. The person that always is really ready to fight for us never seems to look the part. They never seem to look presidential or powerful. The people that usually is really going to work for you don't look like they're going to do nothing for you. They come with the best policies. They come with the best rules. The laws. Oh, that law is stupid. We need to kill that. And all of us agree with it. But they look at the little dude like, I can't see. Looking at him giving the State of the Union. We do that because we're so used to watching actors on TV. We're so used to looking at beautiful people. You know, either people that's beautiful or a person with so much charisma that you think the other way. We'll vote that dumbass in, and they don't know nothing. And then the guy that just looked like a little worm that really want to do something for us, we don't vote him in. So we made those laws. We said it's okay for you to sign that paperwork. I'm going to check my sound again. Yeah, the audio is bad, y'all. The audio is off. Let me see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, that's all right. That ain't bad. It sound rough. It's itchy. It's scratchy. We ain't gonna be on here too much longer. Find a tree. It's echoing because I had it echo. I know I sound far away. The audio is bad. Let's get back into the good stuff. Hey, T-Nog, how you doing tonight? I know my audio sounds bad. I can't do nothing about that right this very second. Any more questions? Because I really want to, listen, I really want to go back and forth with this right here. This is serious. Because this is actually happening right now. If everybody, thank you, New Orleans Governor, thank you for that. If everybody is, thank you, Britt Mai, thank you, Mama, Daughter, Sister, thank you, thank good God, I was heading for that route. Ordered EcoFlow Delta Pro and an extra battery. I'm gonna have to open that eventually. Thank you, Britt Mai. Yeah, red dot. So, any other questions? I'm a survivor. Say I love my electric bike. That's wonderful. I've been looking into. Okay. How would no fossil fuels affect those in third world countries? How are they affecting them in third world countries right now that they kind of got a little bit of it? They suck. They're horrible. See, that's the thing. You can't use third world countries and poor people over in other countries and those without. We're taking the oil from them, and that's why they poor. We're taking the riches from other places to make us rich. those third world countries that we keep staring at with flies and stuff on them all the time and always at war with one another, they are really the richest places on the planet. So even if we look, they have fossil fuels, they still living like crap. If we change them to electricity, they still gonna be living like crap. Because as long as they got their thumb on them, they ain't gonna never be able to move forward. If you keep robbing and stealing and devouring somebody else's land, that ain't got nothing to do with what kind of fuel they're using. Because they're rationed off fuel. They're rationed off. Here, we sending this to you. We send you a bag of rice, send you a little fuel. You take it out of their country, bring it over here, and then give them a crumb back to stay alive. That's the same as if you gave me $10. I borrowed $10 from you, or I stole $10 from you, and you like, man, I must have left my wallet. Can I hold 50 cents? I don't know about a whole 50 cents. I give you quarter. Something from me so you can eat lunch. I don't give you the 50 cents. I give you a quarter. That's what's going on here. And until we really talk the truth, we'll never get anywhere. Because that's the truth. Tashiba said America sells more oil than we import, legally or illegally. Because that's where I can say you're wrong or you're right. Legally or illegally. My sound is bad? Because that's not true. That's not true. If we had so much oil, we wouldn't be killing people and stealing other people's oil. I don't see rich people coming to rob me. Broke people rob me. Think about it. Broke people rob me. Rich people don't rob me. They don't put stuff in my ribs and make me break myself. Broke people do that. So you don't go over to other countries and rob them blind because we got it all. No, we got it all because we took it all. Since the beginning of this place. I don't even want to go down that alley. Leah, what can we do not use energy? I don't know. I don't understand what that question means. Thank you, mama, daughter, sister. Let me see something. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. We don't even got to go down there, Tashi, but we don't even got to keep going there. Because some people just going to live in a lie and you can't move in with them. It's that simple. Wait a minute. Come on, Robert, with that, man. Come on, man. Are you serious? I know about the man that invented that hydro engine. He's gone. So I'm waiting on somebody to tell me about fossil fuels and why we should keep it. If you can make it yourself, if you can make fuel to fuel your life, can you do a recap? No. Let me see. Solar is not efficient enough yet. Correct. And I said that earlier. If we really put all our energy into developing solar and developing energy, free energy like this, it would be great. Remember, cars only used to go 10 miles an hour, top speed. Think about that. Once we knew the capability of the automobile, we invested all of our energy and all of our focus into developing the automobile. You know what one of the big jokes was when they first invented the automobile? Was my mule is faster than that. My mule is faster than that. Why would I go off and buy that with all my earnings and I got two good, solid, strong mules to go just as fast as that doggone automobile? But once they invested a lot of time, energy, and money, and those scientists start getting in there and putting on their little glasses and doing their thing, look at the automobile now. I'm waiting on somebody to tell me one good reason why fossil fuels is so great. It's powerful. But you know what? This is as powerful. The only difference is it doesn't last as long because we haven't invested time into making it last long. Let me say, if they go electric, they will have to find tons and tons more coal to make electricity. Well, we're burning it anyway to stay warm. We're burning it anyway. Fossil fuels. We're burning coal. Look, we're wasting it when that stuff could be used to produce this stuff. Think about it. Fossil fuel is everywhere in the ground. You don't, not that much anymore. No, it is not. There is not that much fossil fuel left in the doggone ground. You know what? Let's just say, for one instance, that there is tons of fossil fuel left in the ground. In the ocean, I don't care where it is. Say it's tons left. Why would you keep using that when there's other better, efficient ways to do it? What if you can grow it yourself in your own yard? Corn. If you can grow your own fuel, some people in some states, in some cities, in some states, you can't have a garden. I've heard y'all tell me this a billion times. Why? Why? Because if you find out that you'll be making fuel for free, who was that? Just somebody just said it. Soybeans is fuel. Sugar cane is fuel. Corn is fuel. Dandelions is fuel. You don't even know it. I'm just going to say this. For the people that have been watching me for years, you've been missing the whole picture. I'm giving... Who have ever seen that one movie? What the heck is that movie with Tom Hanks? Oh, I can't think of it. Where they running around the city finding little clues to get to the next spot, to find another clue, to get to the next spot, to find another clue. What's the name of that movie with Tom Hanks in it? They running around the city and going from country to country and state to state, finding little clues. Oh, it's in the Da Vinci Code. I've been Da Vinci coding you for years, and you don't even get it. I've been Da Vinci coding you for years, and you don't even see. If you know, and people don't want, if you know how to make wine, the rest, I'm going gonna look up a video real quick because I want you to look at something. Fuel or food, we have to decide we better use it for food instead. No, you don't. You can use it for both. You can. That the only reason you would say that because you have no clue what you talking about. I promise you, you can have both. Listen. I grow my own food. And I'm not concerned whether they shut gas off or not. That's how I'm going to say that. Guava. Not enough food in the world. Because people is too stupid not to grow it. I hate to be like that. I'm going to get grimy. If you got a yard and you're not growing food, you stupid. We always talk about there's not enough food in the world. We always talk about, oh, we're going to all go hungry. But at the same time, you can drive through one neighborhood of all manicured lawns and the whole neighborhood stretches for miles. Manicured lawns. But they talking about everybody hungry. You're a fool to believe that. You're a fool to believe it. Because if you took up some of that Kentucky bluegrass and put some corn in a 4x4 patch and some lettuce and some kale and some melons, you got fuel and food. You're going to literally grow more food than you can even eat and store. Mississippi Girl Life and myself and others here in the Greenhouse Lounge grow food out of 5-gallon buckets. And it's too much food to handle. 5-gallon buckets. So the only reason there's not enough food is because we're fools. It's not enough food because we're fools. And we keep falling for the okie doke. We could have, if everybody took a 4x4 patch of their lawn and grew some food, not only could we feed everybody in America and all the homeless too, we could also feed other countries too. Would nobody be hungry? Here you go. I'm gonna skip over because I'm in the middle of making a video. Can y'all hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay, or am I still a little scratchy? Because I need you to see this. I need you to see this. I can't even wait till the video is done. I need you to see this. Can you hear me? Thumbs up me if you can hear me. Got it? I'm sounding good? Okay. There's a crisis on water, correct? Anybody know about the crisis of water? We're running out of water, right? In third world countries, they're drinking dirty, filthy water, right? Nasty, yucky, gross water. Oil spills, poop in it, right? Why? Because they don't get enough rain? Because they don't have rivers that flow? They don't have lake beds? I did this and I spent my own money for the young lady to keep talking about some, anybody can do that if companies keep giving them stuff. I purchased most of this stuff myself. My hard-earned money that I use. All these companies don't give me everything. That's just an excuse that person made. But back to action. I'm going to show you one that I spent my hard-earned money on to prove that if you don't use your dang on brain, you're going to fail. If we keep believing everything that they tell us, you already failed. You already doomed. No water, right? No water. No water. One investment. Let me see. It's been, I'm going to give it 24 hours because it was around this time last night I did this. 24 hours. I'm getting up. I don't need this table no more because I was going to put this EcoFlow together. But 24 hours, family. Can I show you something? Watch this. Stick with me. Y'all with me? Can you hear me? Do you see that? Can anybody tell me what that is? Everybody asked me about that last night on last night's live. It's been sitting right here in my doggone office for 24 hours. 24 hours. Watch this. In less than 24 hours, now I'm going to give it a full 24. Watch this. What do you see? In my office alone, pure drinking water from the air. That's about 3 gallons of water because it's almost full. This holds 5 gallons. I'm going to show you something else. Watch it cut back on. I'm going to finish my video on this so I can show you guys the truth. Now, watch this. Wait a minute. Right now, it's on fan mode because I just set it back down. It's only pulling 22 watts, 22.1 watts. Once the motor kick in, it's going to be up to 260 watts. 260 watts. So, I ran that. I tested it on the Bouger V. I tested it on the Blue Eddy. I tested on all the Blue Eddies in the other room. I even tested it with the Energizer. The Energizer almost. But when that compressor kick in, it's just not enough juice. But it ran on everything else. And now I literally have, right now I got to estimate 3 gallons of drinking water. I will take that water that came out of nowhere. I will take that water, run it through one of my purification systems, and drink it. So my message to you is this. You only know as much as they tell you. If you don't use your brain and go digging for yourself to find out the truth of how stuff, then you're a fool. Your air condition does the same thing. While you got your air conditioning unit hanging out the window, what happens? Constantly dripping condensation is sucking moisture out of your house. If you put a 5-gallon bucket down there in one day, a 10,000 BTU air conditioned window unit will fill that 5-gallon bucket up with clean water. Take it in, boil it, purify it, and you got drinking water. So if something like as simple as a dehumidifier is running off of only 260 watts, off of a small solar power generator replenishable, why is so many people, why don't they have water? If I showed you how to distill salt water, and the earth is what, 99% doggone salt water, why is people not having water to drink if all you got to do is distill it? You know why? They are distilling some of the water at the distillation plants, but they won't invest enough money into those projects because they know if we can't control water, we're going to take a hit in the pocket. Yes, it has side effects to it, but at the same time, the side effects ain't no worse than what we're going through right now. So, I had to show you that just to prove one thing. One of our major crises right now is water, and I got a solution sitting here that only cost, I ain't gonna tell you the rest, ain't cost me hardly nothing. I got a solution for the world sitting in my office. The salt water, I showed you me distill salt water. I poured a whole thing of salt in that water and distilled it and cooked it on a rocket stove and drank it. I know some of these videos I do is funny, but you better pay a little bit closer attention because I'm really showing you some real stuff. I know I can get a little crunk, but I don't want people to be stupefied by thinking that we gotta keep stuff certain ways. I got a mama, daughter, sister. That's like asking another man what size drawers he wear. So I'm just trying to help you guys. When you say electric will never be efficient enough, they said that about the cell phone. Remember how batteries used to be on a cell phone? You talk for a good 15 minutes, you got to go sit it on some big cradle or plug it in. You will have your cell phone going for days if you don't talk on it all day and playing, finding the damn Pokemon all around the city. So, okay. There we go. So basically, we have to come out of our comfort zone and use our heads. Exactly. That's the only way that we make a real change. For instance, look, I ain't gonna get into that either. We always think we know something until somebody prove it. Proof. Proof. Thank you, mama, daughter, sister. A guy had a tractor trailer at the state during the storm. Let me see something. There we go. All right. Any other questions? Can we use that water in the Berkey? You can use that water. You could probably drink it straight out right now. But yeah, purify it first. Yes, of course. Mm-hmm. Uh, no more questions? Cause I can prove you don't need fossil fuels at all. Can you put salt water directly in a Berkey? I don't know. I wouldn't try it, but go for it. Am I going to get a Tesla? Yeah, if Tesla gives me a car, you know how much them things cost? If somebody offered me a Tesla, I would take it and do a backflip, and I would record all the carnage that happens to me when I try it. I don't see a reason to keep going trying to fuel a car with gasoline. I just don't. If you go check out Will Prowse, he has built a solar grid to be able to charge his house, charge his whole house and fill his car, a Tesla, every day. Let me see. Yeah, I want a Tesla. You're very welcome, Charlene. I'm just trying to look. It's all over the internet. You don't got to just look at me. I'm small potatoes. Go look at other people doing this stuff that we're talking about right now. They're living it, and they ain't rich. Do you use radios for communication with your family? I'm working on my first official video for my channel about what should you do, should not do for personal comms. Yes. How about self-running generator? Can it be a new? What does that even mean? A self-running generator? A self-running generator? What do you mean by that? Fossil fuels are in everything from plastic, lubrications and fabric, etc. You know why? Because it's profitable. Does it have to be? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, it doesn't. It's profitable. I explained that earlier. They're going to keep selling you something as long as you keep saying you want it. Yes, but fossil fuels don't have to be in anything. There you go, John. It don't. It does not. Fossil fuel, we don't have to use that stuff. It's too many alternatives. I don't think trying unproven power generation is a good idea for prepping. Nothing wrong with testing, but stick to what we know works. Uh, what do you recommend for someone starting off self-sufficient if I'm only 20 and don't own land? That's a long discussion. Email me. Uh, I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm trying to think. Should I? I've shown you. I've shown you before. Oh, I can show you right now. I can show you right now. I don't even have to. I don't even have to do everything I said I was about to do. Mm, what is that? Anybody? Regina Kelly. Everybody is right. Everybody is right. Except for Gardner Twitty. Calling you out. All right. If it were legal, you could turn this into fuel. If you have a license to make fuel. You refine this wine that I made out of ginger. This is not white lightning. This is just ginger wine. From this stage, you can turn it into that if you follow the right avenues. From that stage, you turn it into fuel. If you don't believe nothing I'm telling you, please go do more research. Because if you don't know that, you're a fool. And the only way you can listen, I'm not the one calling you a fool. You the one calling you a fool if you don't know or don't want to learn. See? This is not just for drinking. Everything I harvest, I turn into something. If I don't can it, I turn it into this. This is medicinal. You can drink it. You can barter with it. You can use it for medicine. This heals wounds. Or you can refine it again and turn it into fuel for one of these metal beasts. That's why I always keep making wine videos. It ain't just about drinking and getting drunk. It's not. This is a skill set. This is a skill that has been lost to us over the years. This is a skill that we did, our ancestors did. This is used. Let me tell you something right now. In the Old West, there was no anesthesia. In the Civil War, there was no anesthesia. This was your anesthesia. You know what the doctor used to say? Get him good and liquor it up, boys. That leg's gotta go. Wasn't no sanitation. Wasn't no anesthesia. If that leg gotta come off because you got in a bad battle and you was one of the ones that actually made it out alive, but that leg looked like linguine, it gotta come off if that person is gonna live. Think about that. Liquor him up good. And look, once they saw that leg off, they're going to use a little more of that leftover wine and whiskey and pour on that nub. It's a disinfectant. Why you think that was so important? So think about that. I'm trying to show you some reality of we've lost so many skills that now we think we need fossil fuels. We think we need to listen to all that crap they keep telling us. We think it's always, you ever have a friend, like, true story, if you ever had a friend, like, man, every time I call you, you don't come. When that little girl call you, man, you jump up. You said you was sick the other day. You said you ain't going nowhere. You said you in the house for the day. Every time you see a little girl walk by, you jump up and get crispy. We can do anything we want to when something trigger us. Our whole mind will change when something trigger us. Until then, nah, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm good. You don't get off the couch and start trying to figure out how to survive until your house get foreclosed on and you ain't got no job. That's when you start getting your, we got to get out of here. That's when it kick in. You can beg this dude up, man. I give you $10, man. Run me to the store, man. I ain't going nowhere, man. Hello. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah. You want to go where? You got your babies with you? Okay, I'll help you pick up your baby. Okay. No, you don't know me nothing. Nothing on gas. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Sucker. We do that all the time. You don't get up and do nothing until it's something that's going to benefit you instead of benefiting everybody. Once it benefits you and going to satisfy you and you only, that's when you ready to move on something. Right? That's life right here. We don't want to do nothing to change nothing unless it's going to directly benefit you. With this talk about let's make a change for all of us, like racism, hatred, sexism, ain't nobody ready to change that until it hit home in your household. That's when stuff get little. What you mean? Who you calling them? See, I'm I'm not on fossil fuels, and I'm still waiting on somebody to explain to me what do we need it for. I'm still waiting. This thing been on an hour and a half. Still. Because I understood the comments and everything. I just need you to explain it to me. And not just explain it, but make sense. Make it make sense. Do you run water through the Berkey and distill, or just one of those methods? Either or. Buying Blue Eddy 200 Max. What solar panels do you do? I don't know. I don't have that one. Uh, I'm sorry to say this, Lead Farmer, but you may be too deep for the sheeple. Not many can handle the truth. But you know what? That's okay. Sometimes we wake up. Maybe something that I said is that alarm clock. You gotta keep trying. We can't just give up on people and say they just too stupid, or they too dumb, or they don't get it. Not gonna waste my time. I don't think so. Let's just keep on doing the best we can do. Maybe somebody here, the people that need to hear it, gonna hear it. Is the eco flow worth it? It depends on what you need it for. The only reason why we still have fossil fuels is because of the war. Right? It's profitable. It's profitable. Okay. Another scenario. Why do you get this? Think about this. Why, when you go to a fast food restaurant, and don't say you don't, I don't want to hear that. Why, when you go to a fast food restaurant, you gotta always tell them you want your fries fresh. You do not want your burger under the light. Can you cook my burger fresh? You guilty of it. You is. You guilty. Why is there a light at all that keeps those old burgers warm? Because if they can sell this old ass burger to a sucker that's just hungry and don't want to wait no more, they gonna sell this old burger been sitting under this light. Get an old burger to the paper done cooked on top. The paper burnt. How is the paper burnt? It been sitting under that light that long. It done toasted the bun. You gonna eat it though. As long as they can keep selling to the suckers that don't want any kind of efficiency, and they can keep selling old food, old recycled crap to you for the same price. Listen. They're gonna sell you that burger and them old greasy soggy fries at the same price that they're gonna sell the woman that said, "Can I have my fries fresh, and can you please cook my burger fresh?" They're gonna sell her that combo meal for $8.95, and they're going to sell you those soggy fries and that toasted bun burnt dry burger for the same $8.95 combo meal. As long as there's a sucker out there that's gonna keep on doing that nonsense because they too simple or they too lazy to come in the store to say, "Listen, can you please cook me a fresh meal?" As long as they got people like you, they'll never get rid of the heating lamp. That's how this system works. As long as they got a sucker keep on filling up with gasoline because they don't want to move forward into the future. Man, can I get my power fresh, please? So hold the gasoline. Can I have just solar? Just solar on one side, please. Yes, thank you. Until you start doing that, they're gonna always keep trying to force fuel on you constantly. And it's getting to a point now, prices is going up. Fuel prices in gas stations is going up. As long as you a sucker and keep on paying for it, it's gonna keep going up. But once people start carpooling, and instead of the whole gas station full of cars and low riders and big trucks and stuff, as long as the gas station stay full, the price gonna keep going up. But if they all they getting is a little short school bus every now and then with everybody on it carpooling to work, hey, ain't got no business today. Take the price down 5 cents. Take the price down another 5 cents. Ain't no customers. When you find something on sale, it's on sale because it ain't selling. They drop the price on things when it's not moving. That's right, supply and demand. It's just straight facts. We don't run off of solar. We run off of lithium battery banks. What does that mean, US CMAC? What does that mean? Okay, there's a coal shortage in India. Just burn wood. Will I forget to chop down the tree? Other. I'm gonna say this: you don't forget to do certain things you know is going to cost you your life. You don't forget to grab your cell phone before you leave the house. You don't forget your money before you leave the house. You don't forget your cash. You don't forget your credit cards, because you know going out into the world without certain things, you're a sitting duck, and you're going out there for nothing, because you can't do anything without those things. So if you've been put in a position where if you don't chop your firewood, stack it, season it every single season, every year, you know you're gonna freeze to death. You won't forget it. You won't forget it. That's my promise to you. If you don't have to go down to the stream to collect water to bring back up to the cabin, if it's just a vacation, you'll forget. But if that's what you need to do to stay alive, you'll forget. I mean, you will never forget. Brit Mai, red dot. Thank you, Brit Mai. Let me see. Hey, miscellaneous Michelle. It's good to see you in here. We in here chopping it up. Thank you. There's no shortage of so-called fossil fuels, just brilliant business like making people believe diamonds are so rare. I don't understand what you're saying, Karen. Oh, I do believe there are still people that burn coal for heat. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. You know, it's also people that still watch the Lawrence Welk show like this is a fresh episode. That don't make it right. The Lawrence Welk show. There's still people watching that like it's brand new. That don't make it right. The little bubbles coming out the ceiling and stuff. That don't make it right. That ain't helping them. Okay, you can stay in a loop all you want to, and I'm gonna tell you this. It's just like your uncle that won't take off that suit from the 70s with the butterfly collar, and he still think that stuff is fly, or that old track suit from the 80s. You got that one uncle that still dressed like Run from Run DMC. He think that still fly for all occasions. For all occasions, weddings, you know what I'm saying. Weddings, bar mitzvahs, all that. You will get in a you will get in a track, and we all got people in our lives like that, and you see it all the time. That one uncle licked that hair over for some reason, because when he was a kid, he always stuck in that hairstyle. He want that. I've seen dudes with high top fades. I've seen dudes with jerry curls. You can like something so much that you get stuck. It's people walking all around. Look, people still want certain people to be slaves. You get stuck in something that you liked so much. Some people can't let go of a loved one. If I can't have her, nobody can. Let go. They can get so focused on something or someone that they don't see the other 80 billion people behind them that's falling in love with them. They so focused on this one person or this one thing in life that they don't see all the other opportunities behind them. If I can't help you, nobody can. But you don't even see her sister is the one that really loves you. Just turn around. You so stuck in this position. You're stuck at your dead end job because you only stuck there because you want to be. Look at all the other opportunities in your life right behind you. We do the same thing in life all the time. We don't want to move forward in nothing because we be scared of getting out of our comfort zone. Everything from relationships to fossil fuels. We so scared of getting out of our comfort zone that we don't make no moves forward. We stuck at this dead end ass job because we scared to step out and go and try to find a new job. Nothing is keeping you in all these places but our own ignorance. That's why half of the stuff that was said tonight don't make no sense. And I proved most of it wrong. Oh, but we need fossil fuels. Fossil fuels isn't everything. It don't have to be. What we gonna do, because solar power and lithium ion batteries and lithium ion batteries ain't strong enough or last long enough. You don't even need to really necessarily go that route. You can make your own fuel if you so stuck on gasoline. Go lobby and go vote and have your senators and mayors and governors vote in legalizing that. Burns clean too. Let's get out of here. Right. Some people just want to complain, man. You right about that. Somebody just said something too. Uh, People really wanted to remember when it was combustion engine, it was carbureted engine, and everybody thought uh, uh, um, fuel injection was ridiculous. Everybody thought front wheel drive cars was the stupidest thing, the stupidest invention. Anybody been alive in the last 40, 50 years, you know exactly. When you saw or heard about a front wheel drive car and fuel injection, you thought, man, they just robbed you for that stupid crap. What do you mean the front wheels roll? The front wheels is that's the drivetrain? You stupid. You're gonna pay for that. Now look. Over the last 15 years, we kind of start dibbling and dabbling, going back to rear wheel drive, but only for show. It's not for efficiency like buying a muscle car up today, like a Dodge Challenger, a Dodge Charger, a Corvette. That's the only reason, that's the only time you find that the rear wheel drives on something. Everything else, front wheel drive. Because it became king, more efficient. They say, oh, it can't get up that mountain. How many people keep looking at them videos on YouTube where a little car with front wheel drive get through a snowstorm up a mountain and somebody got one of these big Hummers or something, it can't do nothing. I'm going to get out of here. We've been on here long enough. Any questions before I go? What are we going to do with all the used up batteries? You just got to do more research on that. I can't keep answering that one. Thank you, RV Digger. I think we about past that now. I think that's a whole nother video now. And now somebody said front wheel drive is the bomb. And look, now it's muscle cars that is front wheel drive, right? Do you need rear wheel drive? Not really. Say solar is way different. It uses stuff more rare than oil. Okay. Everybody have a good one, all right?